So that's the power valve carbs back together. Very nice and shiny they all look. Still a few issues. So this one is blocked pilot jet. I've tried all the various methods including ultrasound to try and clear it, but I think it's blocked with basically rust particles out of the fuel tank, and they won't budge, so I'm going to need a new pilot jet. So that's just something to add to the shopping list. I've set the float heights to what it says in the manual, which is 21 millimeters plus or minus. They were set a fair bit lower than that, as in the fuel level would be too high. So I've corrected that. One thing to note is that these are 31W carbs rather than 31K. So the 31W was for the European model, which makes sense because the engine itself is a 31K, but it has a 1WT engine identification number, which means it's basically a German engine, which is similar in many ways to the F2 rather than the 31K, but that's all good because the F2 was more power than the 31K. The differences are in the combustion chamber, but anyway, the differences, so I've been told by Google and various power valve forums and sites, is that the only difference between the 31W and the 31K carbs is the jets, and I've checked all the jets and they're the same as the 31K, so everything that should be fine. Interestingly enough, these are called VM26 carbs, as in 26 millimeters, but this dimension here actually measures 28. But I haven't got anything to actually measure the actual diameter of the carb where the slide sits, which looks more like 26 by eye rather than 28. So yeah, that's fine. That's obviously how to denote it. So I've fitted new Viton O-rings to the float valve seat housing, and also the slide position adjustment screw. There's a O-ring in here, and also on the air screw there's an O-ring. So I fitted new Viton O-rings, which I measured up from just taking some measurements with the vernier. Let's see if I can stop this bloody doing this crap. No, it's just crap bloody. I mean, look at it. What the hell is it doing this for? It's a light thing, I'm sure it is. Why is that flickering? It's bloody crap, isn't it? But anyway, I measured and obtained O-rings as close as I could to these, but a couple of them don't look right. They're a little bit loose, but we will soon see when we fill them with fuel and where we get leaks or not. If I do get leaks, I'm then going to have to go and probably source some genuine Yamaha Viton O-rings. Yeah, just to be safe really, to make sure we don't get any leaks or air leaks. But hoping not to do that, hoping these ones are going to work alright. So just a quick note about O-rings and fuel and ethanol. So nitrile O-rings will rot in modern fuel with ethanol in. They are not alcohol resistant. Alcohol will melt them. Viton is completely safe in 100% alcohol, so no matter how much ethanol they put in fuel, Viton seals will work fine. There's another option, which is Calres, and CalRes is the next step up. And I've used CalRes seals in industry before for sealing gases like helium and hydrogen, but they are very expensive, so they are not necessary for petrol. Viton is absolutely fine, so that is what I've gone for. My reticence about buying, say, a carb rebuild kit is that you have no idea what the materials are made out of. They might say that they're Viton, but you don't know. So I've bought Viton seals from a reputable industry supplier, so I know that they will be, basically the genuine Viton, which is important. So I'll bag these up. I've written a note on there saying it's a blocked jet, and I've also written it in my wee build book there. So these will just go away for now, and basically move on to the Z project.